lovely Geminis. This is Debs and this is your reading for mid-August 2024. I'm hearing in my head immediately, Gem, you can do this. There's a really strong sense of determination coming from you, Gem. In a vision, I simply saw someone sort of trying to get from A to B, but what they were thinking was, I don't want to get embroiled in the massive tentacles of this huge city. I feel as if you're wanting to circumnavigate an issue, or you're trying to get somewhere, Gem, but you don't want to have to get caught up in, okay, I'm hearing all the legal jargon, okay. It could therefore relate to a legal issue, or Gemini, this may be you trying to achieve something, but you don't want to have to get bogged down with the heaviness of this situation. You want to see if you can sort of skirt around the outsides a little bit. I'm not getting anything manipulative, Gem. I'm simply feeling that you just don't want to jump straight into, I'm hearing a tangled mess and have a lot of other people to deal with. You just want to quietly see if you can get around a situation. All right? Yeah. So, my lovely Geminis, let's get into this and see what comes through. Everything you need, guys, is down below. The link to my website if you'd like a private reading. And I'm still offering 30% off 30-minute love readings if that's for you. All the decks are there. And of course, the link to join the channel if you'd like to become a member. So, Gemini, you can do this, but you're going to have to be, I'm hearing the words quick-witted and super confident to achieve this. It's almost as if you enter into a situation and say to someone, oh, you know, I'm wondering whether or not there's any possible way you could sort of help me get around this. I think it's just not going to work. But if you, no, Gem, no. Move towards this person or get into the situation and say, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. Super confident, right? If you sit in a sort of woolly, wishy-washy, well, I don't think you're going to really like this, or I'm not quite sure if this is achievable. No, Gem. It is achievable. You're going to do it. It's just a question of when, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, Gemini. So, Archangel Michael, what have we got, please, for my lovely Geminis, mid-August 2024? I keep hearing, I'm sure there's a way around this. Yeah. Gem, you want to get around this issue, around this problem. You just don't want to have to go straight through it. It's almost as if you feel that if you start to untangle the core of this, it's going to take way too long. It's going to be way too stressful. You just don't want to do it. Okay. Interesting, Gem. Archangel Michael's showing me somebody looking at a pineapple. They're thinking to themselves, well, it will be cheaper to buy a pineapple, cut it up, get rid of the stuff on the outside, you know, the external prickly bit. But it's going to be sticky. It's going to be a bit messy. I may as well just go and buy a tub of pre-cut pineapple cubes. It's going to be a bit more expensive, but you know what? It's going to be quicker, it's going to be easier, and I'm not going to make a mess. All right, Gem. The Tower. Gemini. I'm so sorry I'm laughing, guys. I'm almost getting an eye-rolling moment. Oh, gosh. Okay, the Tower. Gem, I don't know whether or not somebody is making life difficult for you. I don't know whether or not someone is trying to cause you problems here. Why do I feel as if, Gemini, somebody's saying something and you're thinking, oh no, okay, Tower, all right. I'm getting the feeling, Gem, this is somebody who doesn't want you to take the easy route. This is someone who doesn't want you to find a way around this. It's sort of Tower. Oh gosh, they want me to jump straight into it, untangle this, get embroiled in this. Gemini, you don't want to do that at all. At all. Temperance. There may be issues with a Scorpio, an Aries, or a Sag for some of you. I think, Gemini, you're sitting in this lovely temperate, well, let's just chill about this. I'm sure there's a way around this. And your person's saying, no, Tower. And it's sort of, oh, God, okay. I really didn't want to have to deal with this in this way. Maybe if I sit on it for a few days, they'll change their mind. In the past, Gemini, Knight of Wands, you followed your passions. You went to get what you wanted. After that period of time, you may have had to make a serious decision. Or, Gem, for some of you, you may have had to face Judgment Day. I've got to be honest. It may have had something to do with a Sagittarian, or, Gem, you could have Sag in your chart. What you're needing to do now, Gemini, is just find a way. I keep hearing circumnavigating this. I just want to find a way around this. Do we have to get embroiled in all the stickiness and all the mess? I really don't want to have to do that. Gem, if you haven't already sussed, this may well be you trying to get out of a long-term commitment because you basically want to pursue someone else. But it may well be that if you've discussed separation from your partner, well, you know what, let's just live apart for a few months and see how things go, right? Nope, they want to move straight into divorce. And you know it's going to get complicated. And Gem, you just don't want this. You don't want this. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. What you're thinking about is if we go through this really complicated situation, not only is it going to take forever, but I'm going to lose a lot of money. Gemini. So male or female, Gem, you're wanting to get out of a situation. You're hoping to do this in a calm manner. Let's just chill out about this. We don't need to speak to a lawyer. We don't need to file divorce papers. Why don't we just separate for a few weeks? I think, Jen, with the hope that if this person agreed to that, this would almost be an ongoing separation. Nice and easy. You wouldn't end up losing any money and it will be far quicker. But your person has got to be in their bonnet. And this is them staunchly standing their ground, digging their heels in and saying, no, Gemini, I'm sorry, but if you want to leave, we are moving through the divorce courts. But this person, Gemini, I have to say, is being a bit difficult. It's almost as if they want you to go through this painful untangling of the situation as some kind of petty revenge, Gem. I've got to be honest. They don't want to make it easy for you. You're sitting there trying to remain calm, but what you're realizing is your person's not wanting to play ball. In the immediate future, guys, the Chariot. Gemini, as far as you're concerned, is very easy. You're just going to pack a couple of suitcases and you're going to go. Right? You're just going to pack a couple of suitcases and you're just going to go. That's what I heard. You may be deciding to leave a Cancerian, or you may be wanting to be with a Cancerian. In your fears, yeah, Page of Pentacles, fearing your other half is going to put a contract in front of you and say, okay, Gemini, I want a divorce, here are the papers. And this is you fearing that. I really don't want to have to get embroiled in that at this point of time. I'm hearing hopefully never. Okay. All right, Gem. In the environment, Gemini, oh, okay, Gem, what did you do? 10 of Swords. Now, guys, remember this could be completely switched and this may not be your reading. I'm reading for quite a few people here, okay? With a 10 of Swords, Gem, I mean, the way I read this is your person feels betrayed. You may have had a fling in the past, and this is someone who is wanting to make life difficult for you. As far as you're concerned, you just want to get out of the situation as quickly as possible and move, leave. You may want to leave to go back to a lover from the past, but your person doesn't want to make it that easy. They want you to be stressed, I think, as some kind of justice for them. After that period of time, Gemini, the Nine of Cups, what you're hoping is simply to sit in the Nine of Cups. You want to be happy. You want to sit in a relaxed energy. You want to be with a person that you love, and you do not want to have to deal with this mess, is what I'm hearing. The outcome, Gemini, is the Magician. You may have to think a little bit outside the box, Gem. You may need to be creative. And I don't know why I'm seeing that word in inverted commas, which can potentially suggest you may be tempted to be a little bit wily, a bit sly about something. And I'm not calling you guys out, but that's the energy that's coming through to me. This is you thinking, you know, how am I going to get out of this in the way I want to? Clarification for you, Gem, is the World. Yeah. So you want to end a cycle. I'm hearing as quickly and painlessly as possible. Five of Cups, Gem. There may be a little bit of a sense of guilt, remorse, regret. I wish this hadn't have happened in this way. I don't know, Gem, whether or not Tower moment somebody saw you with someone else, or came across messages you sent to someone else, or simply, you know, found out about an affair. But this is not easy. Now, your person's energy, Ten of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Gemini is very simple. I may be connected with a masculine gem here, guys, because we've got a feminine here who, to be honest, is just wanting to be single. And by that I mean, Gemini, totally single with divorce settlement in the bank. All done, nice and clean, so this person can move on to be with somebody else in the future. They don't want this sort of, well, let's just separate and see how things go type of situation. They don't want that, Gem. They want this to be a clean break. But this, Gem, is what you're trying to avoid. They want justice, Gemini. Okay. You may be dealing with a Libra or an Earth sign. They want justice. It's almost as if what they're saying to you is, okay, if you want to end the relationship because you had a fling and you want to be with somebody else, then I want my divorce settlement. And I'm hearing I'm going for the house and I'm going for the car as well. Oh, Gemini, okay. It's not going to be easy, guys, I've got to admit. Underneath the deck, my gems, we have you stood at crossroads. I'm hearing I just want to leave. Isn't it that simple? I mean, can't we just say we're separated and just move out of living together? Can't we just do that? Yeah, Gem, this is something you've got to try and think about. You just want to leave. Eight of Cups, you want to leave. You want to leave. You want to have a passionate new start with somebody else. Ace of Wands. The problem is, Gem, your person found out, in the nicest sense, that you were sat in the Knight of Wands. They feel betrayed, Ten of Swords, and they want justice. I don't know, Gem, whether or not you're hoping that you guys can reach some sort of compromise. You may. Because I'm getting the feeling that all you want to do is pack a bag and leave. I don't want to have to be dealing with talking to divorce lawyers, talking about settlement money. I don't want to give you access to my bank statements. Yeah, Gem, you're trying to figure a way out of this as quickly and painlessly as you possibly can. I keep hearing that. So guys, let's get into this and see whether or not you're going to achieve it. So here you are, my lovely gems. I think your person's bringing a tower in. You're sitting there in this temperance energy, you know, it's as if, okay, they found out. All right, okay. But what you want to do is to find a quick way to just sever the tie. They seem to want to make a meal out of this. Let's have a look at your energy, Gemini. Archangel Michael, what is Gemini's energy? They want to make a massive deal out of this, Gem. Okay, yeah, King of Swords. So this is you. This is you. Okay. What are you saying to your person? Yeah, exactly. Ace of Pentacles. Look, why don't I just move out, give you a lump sum of money, and then it's done? I mean, as far as you're concerned, Gemini, it's very simple. What are you thinking about? Okay, Seven of Swords. Gem, this is you just wanting to get out of the situation ASAP. I don't want to prolong this. I don't want to have deep, meaningful conversations. I just want to go. It is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Gem, you just want to leave, guys. Yeah, the Fool. This is you saying to this person, look, okay, all right, I took a leap of faith and a risk. I did something I shouldn't have done. All right, so let's just separate. As far as you're concerned, that's the best thing to do. It's easy, it's fast. You don't have to fork out thousands on a divorce lawyer. As far as you're concerned, that's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Why don't I give you a lump sum of money and then it's all done and dusted and I can just go? They're not having it, Gem. They're not having it. And you kind of know that. You know that they're not going to accept this. There may have been a really short, sharp conversation about detaching. You may have already said, look, why don't I just give you a lump sum of money? We can separate and leave it like that. And your person may have said, I'm sorry, no. We are getting divorced. And this is you sitting there, Gem, feeling, oh, do I have to go through all this? I don't want to have to go through all this. I don't know, Gemini, whether or not it's because you know it's going to take months and you may have someone else that's waiting for you to be with them and you don't want to have to turn around and say, I'm sorry, darling, it's going to be 9 months until I can actually be with you. No. You just want to leave, Gem. Alrighty, guys. So, in the past, Gem, you followed your passions, you met someone. It all sort of happened very quickly and I think before you knew it, Gemini, you might have been in an affair situation. It happens, you know. Yeah, with the energy of the moon, you develop feelings for someone, Gemini. It might have been unexpected. It might have been unexpected. Cancerian energy. But with a Page of Swords, whoever this lover was may have said to you, look, okay, Gem, you told me your situation. I don't think I'm happy with this. Are you going to leave your person? Are you going to leave your person? Emperor. Yeah, so Gem, you came through as someone who was married, is still married, I think. You may have Aries in your chart, Gemini. You may have said to your person, look, I want to act with integrity, so I'm going to end the affair. But I feel, Gem, at that point, it was a bit too late because I think your person already had found out somehow and may have asked you to make a major decision. Okay, Gem, well, I found out that you moved towards somebody in the past. You need to make a decision. Do you want to patch up your marriage or do you want to leave me for your lover? Your person is messing around, Gem, and I think they were pretty blunt with you in the past. So what happened with Judgment? What happened with Judgment? I think they put you on the spot, Gemini. Yeah, and with the Five of Wands, there might have been some arguments about this. I'm sorry I keep sighing. I'm feeling this heavy energy. The Devil, Capricorn. Yeah, I mean, this is arguments about a toxic situation. Yeah, messages of anger going backwards and forwards. And this is you thinking, I just want out, to be honest. I just want out. You know, they found out the truth. Okay, hand in the air. Yeah, I did it. But I think, Gemini, you do have genuine feelings for someone you want to return to, this lover from the past. What you're considering is 5 of Pentacles. What you're considering is, if I go through a massive divorce process, I'm going to lose a lot of money. I'm going to lose a lot of money. You may also be feeling, Gemini, it's going to take a long time. And if you leave your lover out in the cold for, 9, 10, 11, 12 months, they may end up finding someone else. So this is you wanting a sharp cutoff, a quick exit, so it's done. But your person is absolutely not going to allow that, Gemini. And this is you just a bit stressed. What are you thinking about with the 5 of Pentacles? This is a bit of a challenge, guys. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, I juggled my partner with someone else, but you're also thinking, Gem, that if you go through divorce, you're going to be juggling 2 Pentacles. You're going to lose a lot in the settlement. You're going to lose a lot, Gemini. You don't want to have to deal with that. No. You're thinking about someone that you love with the 2 of Cups. You're thinking that you want to be with that person because they would bring you a lot of happiness. So Gemini, you already have plans on making things work with your lover. I just think you want to get out of this as quickly as possible, this other situation. Let's see and just check, Gem, what the 10 of Cups is. I don't think you're wanting to patch up your marriage. I think you want out of it. I think you just want to go. Yeah. So the Queen of Wands, the other woman, is your 10 of Cups. Yes. So, Gem, you want to get out of this as fast as you can to be with your lover, to build a new life. That's what I'm getting. In the immediate future, Gemini, we have the Chariot and the 10 of Swords. Your long-term partner is wanting to be totally single, to sit in the energy of the 9 of Pentacles with the divorce settlement in her bank account. She wants to go through a full legal process, and she also wants justice because she feels betrayed. You, Gemini, you just want to get out of Dodge, to be honest. You want to chuck a couple of suitcases into the back of your car and leave. But you're realizing it's not going to be as easy as that. So this might be a bit of a testy conversation or series of conversations with your other half, Gemini, about ending this. How are we going to do this? So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Chariot and the 10 of Swords coming through for Gemini? Thank you, Michael. Okay, yeah. So I'm hearing, Gemini, the 13th of September. I don't know why, I'm seeing a phone, and on the phone it says 5 missed calls. You can see someone's tried to ring 5 times. So Gem, you may have been avoiding phone calls from your person. I just don't want to talk to them right now, I'm still trying to think about what to do. I think with the energy of the Chariot, you're saying to them, look, so this is quick and relatively simple. I just want to give you a lump sum of money and then we can separate. Let's sort of just start with that. Your person's digging their heels in, Gemini, because what they're saying to you is, well, no, I'm sorry. I want a divorce. I don't want this sort of halfway house type situation because I feel betrayed. As far as your person's concerned, Gem, they want a clean cut. So you two are of different minds. And this is you trying to pull your person around to your thinking. Let's have a look at your person's energy, Gem. What energy are they sitting in? The Death card, Scorpio. Gemini, they want a clean break. They want to do this properly, methodically, following all the right processes so they can transform their life and start all over again. What are they thinking about? What are they thinking about? Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles, Gemini, what they're thinking about is they put a lot of time, effort, and maybe finances into this relationship. You guys may have been together 7 years. And this is someone who wants this done properly, is what I'm hearing. What's their energy? Wow, the Empress, yeah. So Gem, you're coming through, sound the energy of the Emperor. This is your Empress. Now the Empress, you know, is all-encompassing. This is someone who is mature, grounded. She acts with integrity. She knows her worth. She stands up for what she believes in. Gemini, I don't think she's done anything to cause you to have an affair. To be honest, that's what I see. And because of that, Gem, maybe she feels as if she's been a model wife, a model mother to your kids, whatever your situation. She wants this done properly. She's not interested in any sort of shortcuts. She's just not interested, Gem. And this is an issue for you because you don't want to have to go through a full divorce. What is she thinking about? Gemini, you guys may have met when you were quite young. She's thinking about the past, thinking about when you guys first met. And she's not playing. Queen of Swords. She could be an air sign. She could be a Libra. The Empress is also Libra or a Taurian. We've got Scorpio there too. She could have all of those signs in her chart. What else is she saying? What else is she saying? The Hierophant. Okay. So Gemini, there's going to be a conversation about community, following the right processes step by step. She may want to have a serious sit-down conversation with the rest of your family, which Gemini, you may not want to do. You know, this is you thinking, oh my gosh, that's going to be a nightmare if my wife brings the whole family round to the house and sits there and says, Gemini had an affair on me, so I'm going through a divorce. It's going to be incredibly awkward. And you really want to just avoid that, Gem. This could be somebody very close to your mother, her parents. If you've got kids, you're thinking, oh my goodness, the kids are going to find out. It's just not what you want to have to deal with. But she's resolute in her desire to do this properly, is what I'm hearing. What are you saying, Gemini? What are you saying? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Can't we sort of find a way around this? I mean, you know, do we have to ring a divorce lawyer? Do we have to sign these papers? It could take months. You're trying to change her mind, Gemini. You're trying to change her mind. Yeah, because what you're thinking about is, I'm sitting on the Ten of Pentacles, or I'm going to lose a lot of my Ten of Pentacles if I go through a divorce. This is financial for you, Gem, because to be honest with you, I don't think there's any love lost between the two of you. This woman may have been an incredible wife, a great mother, but you two may have fallen out of love a long time ago. And that might be, Gem, why you had an affair in the past. But what you're thinking about is, I want to find a way of retaining the majority of my finances. What's on your mind, Gemini? Yeah, again, Gem, it's as if you just want to get on a plane or get on a train or get in your car and just go. Just go with your money. It's as if you want to empty your bank account and sort of do a runner in the middle of the night. But you know that this is a complicated situation. You know this is a complicated situation, Gem. Yeah, you don't want to have to go through the divorce. Two of Swords, it's like, no, 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 no. And she's saying, yes, I'm sorry, Gemini, we're going through the divorce courts. Queen of Pentacles. I think, Gemini, what you're saying to her is, why don't I give you a lump sum of money, a large amount of money, and then for us just to separate. You're thinking, okay, if she's concerned about her financial stability, then I'm prepared to give her a large amount of money and hope that she will just agree to that. What else are you thinking about, Gem? Yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm juggling, Gem. And then you're thinking, I'm just going to go. Yep. Can I go now? Can I go after that? Yeah. Can I just arrange to just leave? I just want to put the money in your account and then I'm just going to go. But I don't know, Gem. I don't think she wants to make it easy for you, and she may feel that if you guys actually go through divorce, she's going to end up with a lot more money, and you may know that. What's the energy between you two? What's the energy between you two? Yeah, so you guys are having a few arguments with the Knight of Swords, harsh words going backwards and forwards. Your person's determined to stand their ground. No, I want to do this properly. It's almost as if they also want to tell the world what happened. And this is you wanting to crawl into a corner and just hide. I don't want everybody to know that I cheated on my wife, right? I mean, Gem, everyone's human. These things happen. But you just want to get out of the situation without losing a fortune, you know? So, my Geminis, you want to sit, you're hoping to sit in the Nine of Cups. This is you hoping, Gem, not to have to go through divorce. This is you also hoping to retain as much of your money as you possibly can. So what are you hoping for here, Gem? Cards are flying. The King of Pentacles. Yeah. So Gemini, this is you wanting to hang on to your money. I don't think in your eyes it's a massive issue if you two stay legally married for a period of time. You just want this over and done with as quickly as possible so you can reunite with your love, you know, your Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're wanting to retain as much money as possible and you want to reunite with your Queen of Wands. That's what you want. That's what you want. Yeah, because Gemini, you want to sit in the energy of the sun. It's very simple as far as you're concerned. What you're now looking at is it's not going to be as easy as you thought it would be, because your other half is not wanting to play ball. She's not wanting to compromise. So you're trying to figure out a way around this. What else can I offer my partner that she would be happy with, which means we don't have to go through divorce? So what is the energy of the Magician? Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini? Yeah. It's as if I really don't want to have to go through divorce. Is there any other way? Nine of Wands. Is there any other way? What are you thinking about? The Page of Cups. Gem, you guys may have a child, and this is you thinking, well, I've got to apologise to my child or children that I'm leaving. Or you may be thinking an apology and giving her a lump sum of money is not going to work. She's not going to accept that. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Gemini, you may have worked for the last 10, 20 years to accumulate the Ten of Pentacles. In relative terms, right? And this is you thinking, I just cannot bear to give my partner 50% of my assets possibly more if we go through a divorce. What else are you thinking about? But I know with the Page of Wands that she's angry. I know that she's angry. What are you going to suggest, Gemini? I don't know what you can suggest. What are you going to suggest? Okay. All right, the Four of Wands. Gemini, if this relates to a property, which it could well do, you may say to your wife, look, I am very happy to sign over the deeds to our house. Now, I don't know, Gem, the house could be worth a fair amount. This is you thinking, even though my wife may have been awarded the house in a divorce settlement, it's not guaranteed. And if the court said, no, I'm sorry, you got to sell the house, she would have to leave her home that she may have lived in for the last 10, 20 years, and she would only get half the value of the house. So with that in mind, Gemini, what you may be suggesting is, look, I'm very happy to put the house in your name. So it's totally your property, nothing to do with me, as a starting point. What is she going to say to that? What is she going to say to that for Gemini? Okay, she's going to think about it. She's going to think about it. All right, Gem. So you didn't get a flat no. This is something that you're offering. And she's saying to you, okay, give me a few days to think about that. What is she going to come back to you saying? Four of Cups. Gem, she's going to say to you, I'm sorry, it's just not enough. It's not enough. All the years we've been married, you're just going to give me the house. It's not enough. I don't know, Gem, whether or not she was a codependent wife or whether or not she has a job. But what she's thinking about is, if Gemini is just going to give you the house, it's not enough. And here's you, Gem, thinking, oh, okay, I really thought that she'd go for that. I really thought that she'd go for that. So what are you going to do now, Gemini? Six of Pentacles. All right. You may say to her, look, on top of giving you the house, with the Six of Pentacles, I'm going to give you a monthly allowance. Is she going to say yes? She's going to hold back from you, Gem. Wow. She's holding back. She's not answering you at all. I don't think she's even going to respond, Gemini, to be honest. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. She's going to hold back from replying. So, is this game over, Gem? Are you realizing it's divorce? No. Gemini, you're going to up the offer. You're going to up the offer. What you're saying to her is, okay, well, if I juggle a little bit of money around, I could probably give you more every month. I'm hearing quite a lot more. Okay. Anything else, Gem? You're going to say anything else to her? All right. And then, Gemini, that's that. I mean, if she's not going to accept that, then as far as you're concerned, you're just going to leave. You're just going to get in the car and leave. Because you're not going to go through divorce. And you feel that you, at this point, have been quite generous. So this is you saying, if you don't accept that, then I'm afraid I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to accept divorce, and I'm just going to go. I'm just going to separate, live somewhere else, and leave you to it. Is that going to be enough for your partner? I think, Gemini, it is. Because the alternative is her having to fight you tooth and nail in court, Both of you would lose thousands in divorce lawyers' fees, and it may take months to get through this. So, Gemini, I think she's going to accept that, because this is her looking at the reality of the situation. This is her thinking, okay, well, I would have our home in my name, so it would be my house. Gemini is going to give me a large monthly settlement on top of that, which means I'm totally financially secure. So I think, Gemini, this may work for you, because if she agrees to this, this can all be wrapped up in a couple of months, and I think that's what you wanted. How are you going to be feeling after this point of time, Gem? Yeah. You will feel some kind of victory and success. It's as if I've managed to protect the majority of my money, my finances. I've paid her a lot less than I probably would have done if we went through the divorce courts, and it's going to be much, much quicker. So Gemini, to be honest, you're pretty happy at this point. So let's have a look at the energy of your partner, Gem. What's your partner's energy? Wow. She may be congratulating herself that she sat in self-love, self-respect. I got what I wanted, right? Or Gem, it may shockingly be that 2 or 3 months after this is all wrapped up, she's in a new relationship. She may find someone else. She may. Is she going to find someone else? King of Cups. Gem. Okay. This all seems pretty fast, but she may end up in a new relationship with a King of Cups. Now, I don't know, guys. She may have known this guy before. He could have been an ex from a long time ago, but she's not going to waste time, Gemini. I think she's going to head swiftly into a new relationship, knowing that she's going to get a monthly allowance from you, which might be quite a lot, and she's got the house. She's happy. So even though you two are legally still married, you've managed to retain the majority of your money, and this means you can move on to be with a person you want to be with, your Queen of Wands. So Gem, it's kind of all's well that ends well as far as you're concerned. I think you're pretty content with this. You feel as if you've had some kind of victory and success. So guys, I'm going to leave the reading there. A little bit of a challenging reading, but it's going to work out in your favor. So you're going to be pretty happy. Take care of you, sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye, Gemini.